Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. As you can see, I apologise for the background. Crazy cat lady today apparently. Long story short, I'm going down to Southampton on the Wednesday. It's going to take me about 6 hours to get there in the train. I haven't got any time throughout the day to record it, so I'm doing this on the Tuesday night. Bear in mind, all the news will still be dated by the time I upload this video. I refuse to upload it if any of the news is outdated, so don't worry, everything is still dated. But yeah, I can't wait to get down there. I'm going to be down there for 5 days. I'll be down for the Southampton away match and the Chelsea away match. I'll get ready for plenty of vlogs on the channel, some mental vlogs as well. I can't wait to get them uploaded. Just be excited, that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, though, I appreciate your support as always. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, I highly appreciate it. Again, all the news will come out on the channel, all the vlogs on the different teams. Found nowhere else. But anyway, though, plenty of news today. Huge news regarding Matt Targett and his future at Newcastle United. I'm very excited to talk about that one. Frank Lampard's comments, so I'm going to react to that because it's highly relevant to Newcastle is the best way of putting it. And plenty of other things to talk about as well, so without further ado, let's get into it. We'll begin off by recapping for my previous news video. So in that video, we talked about how Kieran Trippier exposed Steve Bruce on the True Geordie podcast and admitted that all the Newcastle teamers have been telling him that they haven't trained enough under a previous manager, which we knew anyway. But the fact that players are coming out and openly speaking about it now, and how the dressing rooms coming out and actually speaking openly to the public and to Newcastle fans as well, is just a huge contrast to how things used to be in the past. NUFC 360 here, this is how many people has actually said now that the training wasn't good enough. We've got Jonas coming out and now 3 different players. I mean, it's just a joke, to be honest. I'm glad now that there's no more slacking off. We got a manager and Eddie Howe now who would kick these players up the arse. No more this, oh, we're going to do what we want. The manager's on them straight away. And to be fair, at the same time, the manager's only walked them in 2 times a week or something in the past. So there was a reason why players started to slack off quite a bit. And the results are shown for now. 8 games unbeaten, going down to Southampton with all the confidence in the world. Compare that to 4 or 5 months ago. I've seen it like a broken record now. But it is incredible to see the club that we are now. I've got so much confidence in the world. I just believe that these owners and these players can just do wonders, can really go on and push for major honours in the future. And compare that to Newcastle past 10 years, it's just chalk and cheese the difference. It's just astonishing. So please keep it up. We know you can do it. And I'm extremely excited to see how things go on Thursday. Some interesting news coming out from the Gazette here saying that Newcastle could potentially be going abroad once again when the gap opens up in the fixtures, which I believe it's about a 10-day gap. It's after the Everton game, but we're meant to have Palace on a Sunday, but because of FA Cup, that game's not happening anymore. I think it's an international break, so they've got a bit of time. Yeah, I think they should 100% go abroad. It will likely be Dubai this time, somewhere, again, Dubai, Saudi Arabia area, just somewhere nice and warm for the players to go relax, potentially have a friendly match. I mean, to be fair, we went to Saudi Arabia, we came back and we haven't lost a single game, so we can't say it didn't work. I highly recommend us doing that, especially after 3 games in 7 days. I think the players deserve another chances to ease off a little bit. Obviously, they still need to be training quite a bit, which is why they're going down there, but a chance to get in the sun, just a chance to get some fresh air, I guess. It's going to be something different for them. They worked wonders in Saudi Arabia, so I think we should do it again. We'll keep an eye on this one, we'll see it progresses, but it's good to see that the club is looking into doing something like that, because it was a great experience for the players last time, with the exception of Clark getting set off in that friendly. That wasn't the best, but other than that, though, it was a pretty successful trip, so yeah, 100% the players should be doing that once again. Now it's time for a bit of transfer news. At the start of March, I'm already hearing transfer news. It's just ridiculous. But the point is, we could actually potentially sign players before the end of the season, because with players' contracts running down, the quicker Newcastle are guaranteed safety in the Premier League, the better, because we can actually persuade these players to come over. Now, in this case, it's Rudiger, the player that we were linked to in a race. Now, I don't think we get Rudiger at all. He's a player that's good enough to play for Champions League clubs. Again, if he's going to be leaving Chelsea, you want to go to a massive club. Newcastle is a progressive club. He wants to go to an already established club playing Champions League football, you would imagine. So I don't think we get him, but I do think Newcastle can actually potentially sign players for the end of the season due to how many footballers in today's game like to run contracts down, or how many players that Newcastle may try and sign on an expiry date. The thing is, we can't actually do this now. On the previous owners, no chance, but with these new owners now, you like to get things done early. Again, Kieran Trippier, he was signed 2-3 days into the transfer window, so we'll be doing stuff behind the scenes, don't get me wrong. But in this case, no, I don't think we get Rudiger. However, keep an eye out for this sort of stuff, because we can actually potentially sign players before the season ends, as crazy as it sounds. And I think now that it's a good time to talk about the main topic in this video, Matt Targett, the left-back who was on loan from Aston Villa. The Chronicle has put out saying that Newcastle agreed a deal to sign him now. there is about 4,600 likes at the minute, so a lot of people do believe it. Quickly though, in this case, they may potentially be jumping the gun. As always, as I say in this video, take everything with a pinch of salt. But this identifies one huge thing, which I'll explain in just a sec. And the Gazette here backs it up as well, saying that Newcastle are looking into signing Matt Targett. This is huge because even if, again, these are jumping the gun here, the point is, in his contract, Newcastle can actually buy him from Aston Villa. There isn't any negotiations that need to be done. I personally didn't think there was actually a buy-on clause at all. I thought it was just a loan move, and that was it. But this is huge now because this takes everything away from Aston Villa. There's not an obstacle to stop us from signing Matt Targett for £15 million. And would you sign Matt Targett for £15 million? I don't want to jinx anything. He hasn't had a bad game yet. I would 100% buy him for £15 million. And that identifies a huge aspect of the defence now. Kieran Trippier, £15 million. Dan Burn, £13 million. Fabian Shaw, £3 million. And now you got Matt Targett, £12 million. I mean, that's just exceptional business for a solid back four. And you would expect that someone as well be trying to sign a player like Sven Botman or a centre-half of his calibre in as well. So the back four is just going to get better and better. I think we will 100% sign Matt Targett. I don't know when it'll get done. I think the Chronicle is probably potentially jumping the gun in this one. Obviously, I haven't got any evidence to prove that. However, though, the fact those articles that came out and said that he has a buy-on clause is huge because that completely rules out Aston Villa trying to keep him now. We can just buy him if we want to, which I think is just huge because he is such a good football player. We should be all over him. On the previous owners, we'll probably let that one go. But now, though, £15 million, welcome to Newcastle. That is the only way I can put it. Now it's time to talk about Frank Lampard's interview. Picture in your head, okay, Everton's just lost 5-0 away to Tottenham. He's won 1 in 7 now, I believe. Everton is in the mud. It's Everton's worst season in 50 years. They've got a serious chance for the first time in Premier League history to actually be relegated with a pretty good squad on paper, you would say. Frank Lampard comes out after the press conference saying that, I can't work wonders. It is impossible. Listen again. It is impossible to save a team in this position and go on an unbeaten run. If I speak, I will be in big trouble. Eddie Howe's unbeaten in the last 8. Listen, Frank, you haven't got a leg to stand on. Newcastle were in the exact same position, had a worse squad on paper. If we did it, why can't you? Now, to be fair to Lampard, I do believe his team sucks. I don't think he's tactically right against Tottenham, but I didn't think he could beat Tottenham regardless of what happened, really. So I think he is in quite a hard position, and I do rate him as a manager. However, though, he's inexperienced in a relegation battle, and it's probably the worst thing one for Everton at this moment of time. But listen, though, Frank, impossible you say. But listen, either Eddie Howe's doing the impossible or there's something else going on. Now, I think Frank Lampard needs to wake up a little bit because all people can do this in the Premier League, hence it's already been done. So yeah, I just want to talk about that because listen, Eddie Howe's doing the impossible now. We'll talk about a bit of news regarding Jamie Rubin now. I'll put it out in this video just so people don't ask us about it, but there's a report here claiming that because Chelsea's available now, he's going to go buy Chelsea. Let me just tell you straight away, it's an absolute rubbish. He's not going to ditch Newcastle United. I mean, why would he? No, I tell you straight away, I believe it's a load of crap. The only reason I'm putting it in this video is just so people don't ask me about it. No, I don't believe it at all. I'll keep you updated just in case anything changes, but no, I believe that's just one of those articles where it's just a load of nonsense. Let's talk about the build-up for the Southampton game now. This will be my last video before we play Southampton, actually. Mental. But again, obviously this video is pre-recorded, so I haven't seen Eddie Howe's press conference yet. I don't know which players are available. I've seen the training pictures from yesterday. The majority of players I've seen there, I don't think there's any players that played last week that I haven't seen there, to be honest. So keep that in mind. I believe everyone is fit. Don't quote me on it, but I believe everyone's fine. I like to see Maxwell train, which is an important one. I believe he will start. For the rest of the team, though, I think it's time to bring Bruno in now. The midfield, I've said it for weeks now, it's been too good to replace. However, against Brighton, I believe Brighton controlled the game at times. The midfield just struggled a bit. I think Shelby's the one I would change with Bruno. I've been happy with Willock lately, and again, Joe Layton's undroppable for me, so it has to be one of Willock or Shelby. And I think I'll give Shelby a break. I believe against Chelsea, he'll be more suited for that game, in my opinion. I think against Southampton, we should change around and give Bruno a chance, because I'm looking forward to seeing him play 90 minutes, because his ability is just incredible. Again, Brazilian international. I think him and Joe Linton would gel really nicely together, so I would definitely give him a chance personally. The rest of the team, though, I'll probably keep the same. Even keep Crafton. I know people don't like him all the time, but I do think he's improving quite a bit. I want to see a bit more of him. Well, again, Mankio's back, so I don't know. We'll see what happens to him. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Who should start? who should be dropped. Should the Bradker be dropped? I know people criticised him quite a bit at the weekend. But anyway, though, Southampton score predictions as well. What do you think is going to happen? I think Newcastle will get a result down there. I don't know if we're going to win, but I don't think we'll lose again. I think it will be 9 games unbeaten. Then Chelsea is going to be the very hard one. But if we can go get 3 points against Southampton, that is going to be huge. Again, Everton next Thursday, that's another huge one. We've got to be beating that one. But yeah, Southampton, I'm not minding a draw, but again, I think 3 points we can definitely go for. Chelsea is a different question, but yeah, let me know your thoughts for them though. I appreciate you guys watching though. Thank you so much. Take care. Long trip for me to Southampton, but listen though, work rate is unmatched, as I always like to say. But thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on the next one.